Fees Must Fall activist Bonginkosi Khanyile is expected to continue with his bail application in the Durban Magistrates Court today. 31-year-old Khanyile is facing 5 charges, including incitement to commit violence and being part of an illegal gathering during last month's unrest. The widespread violence and looting claimed over 350 lives in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. At the last appearance, the court was shown videos of Khanyile addressing people to support former President Jacob Zuma. On the story, we have our colleague Jayed Paulse. A very good morning to you, Jayed. What's happening in court?
Well, a very good morning to you, Desiree, and to the viewers back at home. And like we saw yesterday with some of the alleged instigators appearing for their court, applications. Yesterday in Gauteng, here in KwaZulu-Natal, Bonginkosi Khanyile still has to answer. And we're expecting the bail application to start at promptly 9:30. The last time we were here, there were a lot of videos that were shown to court, a lot of support, also stronghold for Mr. Khanyile. Also came out throngs of people to support him outside the Durban Magistrates Court. But inside court, it is quite fairly packed. If Nati can just show you on your screens, various media houses are waiting for their applications to be granted to be able to take the proceedings live this morning and also film some of the proceedings, as well as the family members of Bonginkosi Khanyile are also here. We're going to try and speak to some of the family members and find out from them. Pilani, if you can just join us now, you live on SABC News. We've seen you at the forefront supporting Bonginkosi. Many people are saying that he's one of the forefront instigators in the unrest in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. How do you feel about him being arrested so abruptly by the Hawks in Gauteng, and what are the sentiments on the ground by his supporters?
Well, I don't want to lie to you, my sister. We're very angry. We're very bitter in the manner in which Bonginkosi was apprehended. He was apprehended in a meeting of the EFFSC by about 16 boers with guns. They came in and took him like a hardened criminal. You say, what the state is doing is very wrong. They are now using rogue measures to silence those who are supporting President Jacob Zuma. It is very wrong what they are doing, because we've heard that here today they are going to bring in another witness who's going to come in and talk about the finances of Bonginkosi Khanyile. They are looking into his bank accounts, harassing his family members. What kind of a thing is that? We are seeing the South African state going back to the old days of apartheid, and such cannot be acceptable. We're very angry as a family, were very bitter in how things are unfolding with the issue of Bonginkosi Khanyile, and we're saying they must release him here today, because if they don't release him, hell will break loose. I'm telling you now that if they don't release him today, hell will break loose. We're not going to accept this thing to continue to happen in our country.
Now, the lawyers representing Bonginkosi, as well as himself, have come out guns blazing, saying that he was not addressing people. That's one of the charges that he faces, that he was addressing a large gathering of people, saying that he was also an instigator during the unrest, inciting violence. And there has been videos that have been shown to court in the last court proceedings. What does the family have to say in this regard?
We're saying our government or the state is avoiding to take responsibility on this matter. There's no one to blame here. They can arrest all these people they call instigators. They can even arrest half of the country. If they don't want to take responsibility that the burning, the looting that was happening, it's of their own doing by illegally arresting President Zuma, then I don't know what if we still have sanity in this country. No one is to be blamed, but the very same state, the very same prosecution, the very same government led by Cyril Ramaphosa that is busy looking for people to blame for all this violence that had happened. It's not Bonginkosi Khanyile, it's not Ngizwe Mchunu, it's not Piti, it's not anyone but themselves. These judges got themselves to blame for everything that happened in this country.
Thank you, Mr. Nduli. Well, that was Pilani Nduli, one of the relatives of Bonginkosi Khanyile, who is expected to appear for his formal bail application this morning. As you heard, they vehemently saying that he is innocent. He is an innocent man, and we've seen this, play out in the last court proceeding. I'm just going to step out of shot. I see the lawyers are also making their way into court. If we can just try and sneak a peek of the courtroom this morning, we are trying to wait and see whether our application to form the proceedings will be granted, Desiree, and we'll keep you up to breast with that. It's back to you.
Thank you so much, Jayed.